Hello, everybody of the Line and Fives community. Welcome to another EU West show match. Today on the red side, we have the Scuttle squad, and on the blue side, we have the Uncoachables. Howard Belcrom here, the color caster for tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really looking forward to this round two with the Scuttle squad. See what picks they bring out this time.
Have to agree. Swain, already a ban from the side of the Uncoachables. He was a great pick last game for Skull Squad. He pulled through. He did really well.
Yeah, Coach Wei Zhao analyzing the tape from that last match and picking out the Swain as being a problem pick for their side. So getting rid of that one. Zoe again banned out by the Scuttle squad. No surprises there. That champion is never fun to deal with. Wei Zhao taking out the Kindred as well. Kindred really strong this patch after her buffs. What do you think about that?
Yeah, honestly, I think Kindred offers not just mid to late game pressure now with her good scaling. So I know she builds crit, and she's really good at dealing with tanks and mobile champions with her ESO and her constant oppressive Q. But with this like W passive, I think she's got now the healing. It's really good for her. She can sustain a lot better in the jungler. And she can contest for her River Crab mostly, which I think is the best part about Kindred now, is she has a lot more power to deal with other junglers in the river. And so I definitely think this ban is very validated, and I have to give it to Weezy. The man knows what's going on. He knows what the meta's about.
Yeah, previously Kindred would have such a hard time actually getting any of her early stacks and actually starting to get the ball going. And now, however, different story. It looks like we're going to have Camille. He's picking, instead of going for the... Wait, actually, Axel's with the same matchup as last time. But instead we get an Orin in the top lane. That'll be interesting to see.
And it's Talia once again, pulled out by Danger Moose. Let's see if he earns the MVP 2 games in a row. We'll see soon.
I was a bit surprised that they didn't think that the Talia was worthy of a ban. Maybe not. We'll see whether or not they respond. This time, there is an early game jungler on the other side that's able to skirmish. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, the field of rocks makes it difficult for Graves to dash around without taking a chunk of damage. We'll see how that goes. Irelia versus Lux in the mid lane. Ugh, Lord help me.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting pick. Not one you see often. Definitely competitive 5 matches. It's a champion I see 0 of. So I'm actually really interested to see how Super Soft is going to play this out. He was on the Swain last game. And similar playstyle, you hit your main CC spell. There's going to be the binding for Luxor on her key ability. And then you open up with the rest of your abilities. So we're going to see how this plays out. I think it's going to be an interesting one.
I think it's going to be difficult. Irelia as a mid lane, just really hoppy. If you know my meaning, she's just going to bounce around. She's going to all in you. She's very difficult to lock down and deal with as a champion. And the damage reduction her W affords her kind of takes a dump on Lux's combo based. You have to be really careful not to unload before while that W is still active by Irelia. Going to the bot side, Varus Rakan, Xayah Thresh. How do you feel about that?
Definitely an aggressive bot lane. I think there's a lot of synergy between the CC abilities of Thresh and being able to set up the ability from Xayah here. Got the ability name, something to do with feathers, but it's a really good CC ability when allowed to be set up, which I think Thresh offers a lot. And similarly, I think level 6, Rakan and Varus have huge power. They have great engage tools from Ground Entrance. I think it can offer great lockdown on Xayah and Thresh and allow Varus to just tear through them. So, yeah, I think bot lanes are going to be the most interesting lane, personally.
I'm a bit surprised by the summoner choices here, both opting for exhaust instead of the more aggressive ignite you normally see in these lanes. Irelia rocking the ignite herself versus Lux's teleport. So we got another triple teleport team comp coming from the Scuttle squad. Varus weaker. And before, I think weaker at pre-6 in this bot lane. Xayah and Thresh do have the ability to lock people down early game, whereas Rakan only has his W. And Varus does not have CC to follow up before 6, whereas Xayah can keep you locked in for a long time, like you mentioned. And so I'm curious to see how this is going to go.
Yeah, me too. But then we're gonna find out shortly, and until then, we're gonna take a small break. We're gonna tune into some tunes, and we'll see you guys in the game. So goodbye. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the game between Skill Squad and Uncoachables. On the blue side, we have our boys, the Uncoachables. In the top lane, we got Axel once again on the Camille. And Reaver again showing his face, but not on Nocturne this time, but on Graves. Chirto also showing himself, but on Aurelia this time. And a new bot lane, Sailor Peach on Varus, and Hahahaka on Rakan.
And on the red side, we've got the Scuttle Squad back again. Wumumu playing the Orin instead of the Wukong this time. Danger Moose back on the Talia in the jungle. Super Sop 2000 playing the Lux. Toku Sentai zaying it up. Gonna throw some feathers at some bitches. Kogoro Mori threshing it up. I haven't seen a thresh competitively in a while. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Me
All right.
neither. The last time I saw it was Clutch Gaming. My boy Hakuho pulled it
Oh,
out against was it DSM? I think I recall, and he was completely destroying Sven's face. And that was a brilliant series. Let's see if Kogoro can actually imitate this Hakuho performance.
it
Definitely
really
be exciting to
feels.
watch.
It really feels like the only people willing to still whip out the Thresh are like really hardcore Thresh players. Like Afro
Mm-hmm.
Moo will whip them out from time to time. People who really want to get in there and make plays happen. Which is kind of there's so many support picks nowadays that can do what he does, but seemingly more effectively. Rakan came out. Pike does a lot of what Thresh wants to do with his initiation and being able to get in there and just cause a mess. So I'm always excited when I see Thresh again.
Hell yeah, dude, the playmakers of our generation picking these great champions. But yeah, so we see both champions starting red side. So yeah. And a pause. Brilliant. Axel's disconnecting. We see him AFK at blue buff. Can't move my camera, but I'm pretending to zoom in right on him right now. Defending his blue buff like a true champ for his jungler here, but unfortunately no one's there and he DC'd as we see in chat people complaining. Nothing new to learning vibes.
No, you is well known for these pauses.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, man. It feels like every time I watch one of these EU show matches, it feels like there's a pause. Lordy. All right.
It is an unfortunate one, unfortunately, but I say unfortunately twice, but it can't be avoided. Shit happens from time to time. And here it is. He's back in the game. So hopefully, swiftly, and surely we can see it resume and continue talking about this wonderful game that's hopefully going to play out. You have to point out the 100 gold lead already in the favor of the Uncoachables. How do you think this is going to play out for them, Belk? 100 gold lead or 1 minute 44 seconds?
That's pretty unbeatable, I gotta say. If I was a support and I had 100 gold lead over my opponent, I'd be like rolling in it. I'd be so happy.
Well, they call themselves the Uncoachables, so we see how it's obviously coached them well to have this gold lead at this early point in the game.
Crucial juncture at 144 into the game.
Yeah, a massive CS lead by Graves over the Talia. Talia has 0 CS. Just point out big O. There's Graves a massive 4 over Talia. There's nothing she can do. Completely dominate this early in the game.
Seriously, if I look at it, she seems to have taken a decent chunk of damage from the red buff.
Yeah. Thinking about this is actually quite unfortunate. She was almost below half HP and she is forced to blow the refill pot. Unlike Graves, who's at full HP.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mechanical mistake there, unfortunately, for them. Talia, generally speaking, one of the safest champions in the jungle because of her range and her kiting, she can just keep poking it out. And maybe Ornn didn't leash it very well. I wasn't watching that. A bit unfortunate. It doesn't look like Camille missed out on anything, and the top side managed to get there and pick up the farm early.
Yeah, looking for engage here. The hookshot going in with that powerful level 2. Axel's only poking him out, trying to show some lane domination.
It's going to be interesting to see Mumu not playing his patented Kong in the top lane, instead playing a more tanky champion. He does have a nice advantage in that he doesn't need to recall to pick up items. Good trade back there.
Yeah, Axel's definitely putting down the impression that he is looking to win this lane, unlike the last game. He's really going for it. And definitely River's trying to support the same idea, coming in the electrocute being procced here by Graves, which I think, while Mumu got taken away there with no summons, he's safe. I think the electrocute is something to talk about, Bell. What do you think?
Graves has a couple of options in the jungle, but electrocute definitely gives a burst of damage whenever he finds somebody out. So I've been seeing it quite a bit. So I'm not too surprised to see it here.
I see the most common being fleet footwork, but you can definitely understand your point of view with Talia, Lux, and Zai. All squishy, relatively low mobility champions, barring the Featherstorm from Zai there, which gives her untargetableness. But regardless, I think this Legendary will give them some added and bonus and needed burst on those enemy champions.
Again, Graves showed topside, and this Danger Moose immediately counter juggling. Already took away the wraiths from the graves and is now taking away the golems too. Already starting it out with a big chunk of counter juggling. I'm happy to see that she has kept up her ways, and Graves is going right to those golems. He knows something's up here.
Unfortunately for him, it's not going to be a camp, and it's just going to be air. He's left with nothing. Danger Moose once again taking away some camp. Oh, I think he got some mini croaks actually. My director camera not assisting me here in my point, but regardless, Danger Moose took something, and Reaver's missing out. So props to him.
Yeah, it's definitely something. And now Talia can go and take her wolves, take her wraiths, and recall. Graves is left with just sadness.
I think he just backed, walked the Krugs, and then backed again, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, his red buff's timed out, so his opportunity to make plays early game has kind of waffled away, unfortunately for him.
Faded away.
Yeah. Looking at the bot side, we've seen
looking for engagement here, maybe looking for a kill. The Ignite's being dropped there. He has flash available. He flashes on the Blaze of coming down, and he gets the first blood. Danger Moose looking for a ton hit kill. He's got Seismic Shove available. He doesn't need it. The auto attack picking up the kill on Cherto. 1-for-1 trade. 5 minutes into the game. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, we mentioned the Irelia being very mobile, very picking up a solo kill 5 minutes into the game. She is using that Ignite, so Lux should be able to pick up a bunch of the gold here while Irelia has to walk her way back in. Decent wave position for Lux, not missing out on a whole.
Yeah, we can see the both disadvantages and advantage of taking Ignite. Ignite securing the first part, but ultimately giving Lux the TP opportunity to take the wave, get a little bit more CS advantage over Aurelia. So these are the plus and minuses of taking these summoner spells, kids. You gotta watch out in your summoner rift games.
Yeah. Irelia, of course, like, she is really easy to CS with.
The Death Summoner's coming down in the bot lane here in the grand entrance, looking for a kill. The Blade Touch coming in. Oh my gosh, this is a kill. Maybe looking for another one. The Ignite from Hahaka taking away Kigurai's life. And Reaver here actually looking for another kill. Tugu has the flash, and he's away. Oh, the electric fucking a kill for Reaver, but the Blade Searcher, one of the abilities called stunning him and taking him the turret, finishing him off and engaging the top line. Call of the Forge. This is actually a solo kill for Mumu. Once again, like last game, it's all over the map. Both taking each other's lives. I think the bot lane was in favor of no, I think it was equal. I think it was
It turned out a 2-for-2.
Oh wait, it's a 2-for-1 on bot side, but just a 1-for-0 on top side. So Wamumu just playing it better than Axel's, I guess, similar to last game. But bot lane was, I want to say well played by the bot side of what's their names? No, Uncoachables. That's it. They definitely played that quite well with the grand entrance. Well played by Hahaka and the Ignite coming down on Kogoro to secure the kill, and the Reaver coming in with assistance.
Yeah, a bit overzealous by Graves, walking into the tower and managing to get root. So it turns out for a 2-for-2, which is about what you could hope for in that situation when you start out the fight already down. So not too bad. Top lane, Danger Moose again having big impact on this Talia and picking up a kill, answering for the earlier gank on the top side. Yeah.
Once again, Skull's got to show in their early game presence. Zai's already got 2 kills. Danger Moose with another kill. Similar to last game, he's got this early presence. And Wamumu also picking up a sweet solo kill.
I like that the blue side has managed to pick up a lot of river control here with these control wards. They can see
definitely working in that favor here as the abilities come down. The Blade Claw is thrown out by Toki Sensei, but it doesn't pick her out with the CC. The Blade Slash coming down from Chirita here, looking for another kill. Granite's brilliant with the quickness. Looking for another charm on Danger Moose here, but not quite enough. Seismic Shove, not picking him up either. And the final spark sniping out Hahaka. It looks like Superstar's actually looking for a clear up here, maybe taking the 2 of them. Not quite, unfortunately, but wow, that was well played by Superstar there with that little snipe. But other than that, I think the engage was almost perfectly played out by the side of Uncoachables.
We end up with another 2-for-2, but this really is becoming problematic. Already 3-1 and snowballing pretty aggressively here. You never want to see an Irelia pop off early game. Her mid game is really difficult to deal with, and she is incredibly strong as a champion. And in the mid game, she's a monster. So if we see her picking up these early kills, it's just going to accelerate that and make it harder for the Lux to deal with her if there's ever a fight happening.
Yeah, I have to agree. Despite Aurelia's be seeing these certain nerfs recently, maybe shoving her away from the top lane and bringing her more to a mid lane to become more of an assassin type champion, I want to say. Taking this Conqueror and Ignite, seeing as Chirito taken, and roaming a lot. I think this is actually really good for the side of Uncoachables, despite her nerfs and maybe her not being the top tier champion here. He's throwing one, and he's definitely going to take advantage of this, I believe.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Similar, maybe looking for a kill her on Wamumu, but I think this is just going to be Danger Moose taking her away. The Seismic Shove not connecting. The Core Force got to be taken down by Wamumu. Brilliant cancel by Excel's Hex Ultimatum. Looking for a kill. The Clara damage not available for Revo. He's still going to chase him down. Wamumu able to dash away. Not quite being able to pick up the kill. Chirito coming in. Blade Surge available. Is he going to dash in? He hits the stun on Danger Moose. And Wamumu is picked up. Dodges the Seismic Shove, and he's on top of Danger Moose. This is going to be kill. He flashes and takes. That's a double kill for Chirito. That massive Conqueror auto attack at the end. Wow.
Yeah, despite having full vision of the Irelia, they were not able. In fact, they kept them in the area long enough for the Irelia to show up and pick up another 2 kills, putting her at 5-1. This is really risky for the Lux staying here.
Play search available. Chirito goes in here. Flash from Super Salt. The light biting hits, but only on Grace, who's not tanking, and Chirito gets away along with Reaver.
Yep.
Her lives intact. Unfortunately, Super Salt cannot say the same.
A really risky play trying to hold a tower 3v1 with that much CC and damage available to you. Generally, you want to play it a bit safer, stay further back, and wait. Unfortunate for them, they did not manage to survive. Another kill going over to Li Zhao's, the Uncoachables.
Uncoachables doing what Red Buff Nemesis rather did not do last game, which is this early game roaming, I want to say, from the mid laner. Brilliantly so played out by Uncoachables. Danger Moose maybe looking for a kill here on the mid lane, and Chirito, the final spot coming down. The damage reduction there on Aurelia was not quite enough from the Defiant fans, and he is ultimately picked up by Super Salt. Very well coordinated by the side of Scuttle Squad.
Yeah, no minions, no flash, no way out, stuck up against that wall. Easy pick up by Lux with her final spark. Well played.
He was a dunner. He was gone. Eliminated. Ooh. Cool with the force code.
Oh.
Not picking up the kill here. Axel's flashing that. Very well timed. Danger Moose running him down. Not fighting for the bush. Wow, almost a solo kill from Mumu. Again. Mumu is really dominating this lane. Maybe not in CS, but he's definitely shoving Axel's out. He did solo kill Maria, and he just shoved him out of lane and getting pressure on his topside turret. And he's playing this well.
He's doing a good job. He's doing a really good job on the top side. Of course, Mumu, Orin does have the opportunity to just build tanking. It will be a couple of for Axel.
And Acacia on the broad side, the Featherstorm being pulled out, he's flashed away, but the Ignite's going to pick him up. And the collateral damage ultimately taking his life away from Reaver. They're looking for more on this Thresh to Flay keeping him away, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. And indeed it wasn't. Reaver getting the double kill there. Very well coordinated by the bot side of the Uncoachable.
Yeah, at this point, the Graves and the Irelia plays are really difficult for Lux to follow up.
Vanguard Zesh coming down here on mid lane, and he just killed Super Salt. Solo kill under the turret. So much is going on, man.
Yeah, Irelia is incredibly dangerous. You can't follow an Irelia when you're behind. Even when it's even, it's pretty difficult to follow an Irelia into Fog of War. And the Uncoachables has done a good job of keeping vision control in the river. So it makes it dangerous, super dangerous.
So you're looking for another kill. The Grand Energy coming here. Danger Moose is forced to fire. The Druid stance not connecting from Chirito, but still enough to make Danger Moose fire. The pressure Chirito really has, as you're saying, is huge. 7-2 now. He's able to just match anyone he pleases, even under turret, as we just saw against Super Salt. This man is all over the place.
Yeah, and with almost all of the crowd control being skill shot based, this Irelia has so many options.
Extra coming down with combat. I wasn't even quick enough to react to that one, but Brilliant combo by Reaver and Axels, locking down Wimu behind his turret.
Yeah, no mana available for Wumumu to make anything happen. Graves and coming topside really quickly and punishing the Ornn under the tower. So they'll be picking up a first tower gold right now. They're trying to respond on the bot side, but they don't have the minions quite yet.
Do you think they're still going to be able to force this though? We'll see how it unfolds. Weaver's Wall is available if they're looking for an engage, as well as Flash on Thresh.
They're gonna get it. I really is
not interested
to respond yet.
See how they respond. They're walking towards mid lane. Shirte, looking for kills. I don't know. This man's bloodthirsty. We'll see how it plays out. Thresh is walking into mid lane here. Spotted by a ward. See what happens.
Shouldn't be an issue. Shirudo should be able to realize that, yeah, I'm Irelia. I can 1v wild, but might be a bit early with that much CC.
Shirte's a smart geezer. He doesn't take the risk.
No. Playing it
But,
safe.
we can actually see almost a 2k gold lead here in the advantage of Coachables, and with an Aurelia, which is kind of a pumped up champion, especially in the late game. What do you think is going to happen in this mid to late game? How are they going to take advantage of this snowballing, which is in effect with this massive Aurelia?
Well, right now, if I'm the Scuttle squad, I just try to wave clear as much as possible and to wait it out for a little bit. There are no objectives on the map that you really want to fight for either way. There is the Rift Herald, but neither team has really seemed to care about its existence so far in these two games. So if that changes, maybe they'll be able to pick it up and force a play. So far, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. They're looking to set up play on the bot side and try to force another outer down. Ideally, you want to clear out.
And quickness completely one-shot Toki. Sorry to cut you off. That was quick.
That was quick. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, Graves damage is it's painful to watch sometimes.
Totally taking advantage of Toki's. I don't want to be rude, but awful pathing there. Has no vision in their far side, and they're completely punished for it. So
yeah, there isn't a whole lot of vision to begin with on Scuttle Squad's side. Most of it is on the top side. Anything important? It is a bit.
I think they're looking for the dive on here on Super Stop, but instead they're just going to go on Danger Moose. Brilliant Grand Entry with the collateral damage. Final Spark completely missing. Chirta igniting him for that dubstep ignite. Wow, Uncoachables are all over the place. That was just a double kill they picked up. 2-on-2, and they're going to look for the mid lane turret, or even the Rift turret, which acts as a start up.
Yeah, they're finally. Camille has taken the opportunity, the Fiesta on the bot side, and the man advantage to take this Rift Herald uncontested. With that available, that at least forces one tower down. Ideally, they don't want to use it on the mid tower that's already going to be going down.
Storm coming out here from Turkestan and keeping him safe from the grand entrance, and Descent's being flown out, but nothing connecting. More of a reaction play there from Skull Squad. The Rift Herald was secured by Axels. So definitely something in the favor. They didn't get the mid turret, but as you said, they got the Rift Herald. So there's something going for them after that double kill. I'd like to see them get more, but
Yeah,
what do you think though? Could they?
Right now, they have to react to the big bot wave that has stacked up. So Varus is teleporting to that. Generally speaking, you don't want to be teleporting for, especially when you're
a pretty short range teleport.
Shadow's not going to be happy about that one, but that's okay. Yeah, they need to play around Graves and Irelia and just pick people. There's so many options available for the Irelia and the Graves to burst, and they have such long range initiation that it's really difficult for the Skull Squad to react to. Xayah has her ultimate. Thresh has lanterns to try to get her out, but all of these champions are immobile. Whereas Rakan's engage, 1,000 range away. Camille, 1,000 range away. Irelia can dash into 3 minions and just do all kinds of chimpy things, and it's really difficult to react to when you can't move. So right now, they should just be looking aggressively.
Weavers will come in, topside here, looking for the kill on Axels. Let's see if they get a hexagonal movement, pull down the seismic shot, missing. Axels is flashing away. Cooler Force got a steal available for Mimi. He misses the final spot, connecting the comment, not quite stream kill. Danger Moose having to flash to get the final proc of threaded volley to connect there on Axel's. Holy moly.
And
That
with
was a
that,
lot more need than
3 people
what they
top
want.
gives gives the Uncoachables a free tower in the bot. Toku Sentai has to be very careful because they are gonna run her down.
The wall here, the flash quickness and Granite, just a brilliant combo. Picking up the kill there for Sailor Peach. Wow, that was so quick.
No ult available for Toku Sentai to save the day, and unfortunately just gets wiped off the map. And good timing with that. We have a dragon spawning, and they're gonna go and pick that up too for free.
Hacker with some brilliant combos so far. I think he's really taking advantage of Rakan's kit here and the ability to make these quick engages. Client's frozen, so my client has crashed. Okay.
Oh, really? That is awkward. Are you even able to rejoin as a spectator?
I'm reconnected, my dude.
Okay, good. I don't want
anything happens. Play by play for me.
All right. Well, right now everybody's just recalling on the map. Scuttle squad milling about the mid lane. 4 people, not really sure what to do at the moment. They should be trying to set up vision for the next objective, which is this Baron that just respawned, because they will be rushing it soon. They have the ability to take it really quickly with Graves and Varus, and this Irelia too. And that Mountain Drake definitely helping their case for a quick Baron if they ever get another pick off in this matchup. Still that mid lane tower standing, and it seems to be their focus here. The Rift Herald still not used and is about to time out in the next 10 seconds. So I think Camille needs to pop this, and she is.
And she's popping and they're looking for a pick here on the mid lane side of shove, knocking away Axel's there. 5 people of Skull Squad Hero bunched up the tower and not quite being taken. 6 HP.
Yeah, that was
I
a
think they
very.
actually just look for a dive here, with the turret being so low. Not much safety.
It was a really awkward place to cast that because it's gonna walk in front of them, so you have a free opportunity to nail it in the eye and
just nuke it.
Chunk of damage to it. So it's charged not enough to take out the tower, but I guess they didn't really have time to position themselves in a better place to use it, considering it was down to 10-ish seconds there. I'd like to see.
Solo kill maybe here on Reaver. Danger Moose, brilliant seismic shove. Reaver is forced to flash and final spawn not connect.
Yeah, unfortunate. I'd really like to see the Uncoachables get Baron Vision and try to make plays, because this milling about in the mid lane is not accomplishing a whole lot at the moment. Instead, they end up getting picked off. Graves having to use his summoners defensively to get away from Danger Moose.
I have to agree with you. With Wumu having TP available in the top line, if a fight is to break down the mid lane, he is able to TP in. So I think just kind of messing about mid lane's not going to do them so much. They do have Axel's TP. They need to get him in a side lane and get him hard pushing. Along with maybe Sailor Peach and Haka, they can look for maybe a 3-1, a 1-3-1 maybe? I think it's all the play score. Entering there and taking the turret. Maybe looking for another kill. Church, brilliant dodge on seismic shove.
Yeah, Haka taking things into his own hand. He's like, I'm sick as tower. At this point, it's kind of awkward for the Scuttle squad. They don't really have anybody who can respond to the Irelia.
Yo, maybe you're gonna tell on Axel. This man's going insane, but granted, the quickness coming down here in the bot lane. Not quite picking up a kill, but Axel's was picked up there. Only the Weavers will burn by Danger Moose. Call of the Forge God still available to Wumumu.
Yep. At this point, that's twice in a row that instead of taking objectives or making plays around the objectives, people are just getting caught out of position, which is a bit awkward when you are trying to force your lead and trying to get things done on the map. They're still milling about the bot side where there isn't even a tower available to take. I really shoved that up past the inner turret. There's nothing to be done there.
Especially when Camille's drawing an extra champion to the top side, I'd like to see Uncoachables take advantage of this. They were in a 4v3 situation. They weren't quite able to force it. Chains of Corruption were available, and not sure about the quickness. Does have relatively low CDR with CDR here, but I would still have liked to see them take advantage of this 4v3 that they had. Try and get some turrets mid or bot even, because topside was 2 people there.
Yeah, at this point in time, you should be living in the jungle. You are up almost 7,000 gold, 24 minutes into the game. You have an immense Irelia. You have a lot of initiation and CC available to you. They should be fighting and struggling to establish your vision within their own jungle. This half health Thresh should be a corpse. There's neutral objectives
As
on
we
the
speak,
map.
Axel is looking for the kill there. X-Tickle moving coming down the Featherstone using the dodge, but the Blade Call's gonna pick him up. Ah! Super Sub not quite able to follow with the light binding, and Axel is able to flash away. It was a pretty risky engage from him. He didn't have very much vision.
Yeah, unless...
Axel's might get picked up again. Seismic Shove connecting, but as we said, Uncoachables was actually taking advantage of their man advantage here in the mid lane, taking a turret, maybe looking for more turret, taking a brilliant kill down there on Thresh. Looking for more, maybe. Kogro disconnecting? Was that a rage quit? Was that more? We'll never know. It couldn't have been. They
Bug splat. No, I don't think we're gonna get a rage quit in the middle of us.
Unlucky friend.
That was very unfortunate for him.
So while Axel was almost picked off again by Danger Moves and Super Soft, they definitely took advantage of this man advantage. This more men in the mid lane that we talked about earlier, which I wanted to see them do. And they definitely did that, as we spoke about. So, improving on their losing. I like that.
Well, this time they're actually playing around objectives. Instead of sending multiple people to the splitting lane, they just respond and take advantage of the opportunities given to them when the other team has to send more members to deal with the split pushers. They have both the Irelia and the Camille that require multiple people to respond to because they're difficult to lock down and have strong 1v1 potential. At this point in time, when they're down 8,000 gold, there's not a whole lot of options that you can do. You either have to just concede the territory to the 1v1 champion and hope that you can hold your towers, or hope that you can kill that one person fast enough that you can react and save your towers.
Mm-hmm. Even so, I think the risk is too great for the side of the Scuttle squad here. I think with the gold lead advantage that Uncoachables have, it's actually just safer to clear these waves as a unit and prevent any deaths, as we saw from Togwar. The quickness and Grand Entrance, brilliant combo here coming down on Lux. Full of Forge God still available, looking for more. Chirto flashing in. The stopwatch able to save Super Stop, but for not for long. Fine Stance not being able to pick up the kill rather. Fine Stance going down, he's gonna get it. This is a 3v1 situation. Death Stance thrown but not connecting. He might die to turret here. Final Spine not connecting. The turret doesn't finish him. Wow, that was a crazy play. 2 for 0, I believe. Chirto escaping with low HP. Oh no, 2 for 1. Hahaka's life actually being taken there, sacrificing himself for that great engage.
Yeah, Hahaka was a good engage, but unfortunately he was a bit too far forward, and the rest of the team was not in a position to respond as quickly as you would like. So they had very little CC time to speak of before Hahaka was already dead. But yeah, they definitely want to be fighting in their jungle. They don't want to allow them to clear the vision that they have spent a lot of money and energy upkeeping. Because right now, Kogoro Mori just has free opportunity to clear out this vision since everybody has
Have to agree with you, Senor Valcarama. I think this is maybe a desperate play. They really want to close this game out, but they haven't touched any inhibitor turrets or Baron Nashor. They do have vision control around it. Is that enough to take it? I don't think so. Find out how I could try to sell some more vision here. Bullish duet coming down. Seismic Shove keeping them away. Fortunately, Kogro is not going to pick it up. I really want to see them force a play here. They have this huge gold lead like we've talked about for the past 10 minutes. It's advanced to 10k now from 6k, whatever it was 2 minutes ago. Really want Uncoachables to take advantage of this.
They have so much crowd control and ability to just shove it down their throat, but they have not found the opening yet. Right now, if I were them, I'd be starting this Baron or just looking to force a play, bait it out, because they're just going to sit in the vision. They're going to sit in that for until they feel safe. It's not going anywhere. The wave in the
sure,
box.
and there are good wave clear options available to the side of the non-coachable Scuttle squad. They have the Blade Cooler from Zyre and the Threaded Volley from Danger Moose. It's good consistent wave clear, I think. And Uncoachables need to do something about this. Full supply, get an objective.
Ideally, right now, Camille should be splitting on the bot side to force reaction, force them away from the Baron. If multiple people react, great, you pick up a Baron for free. Alternatively, they could set side on this dragon to at least get something on the map done instead of milling about. It seems they're fairly indecisive at the moment about what to do with their immense gold lead.
Yeah, you're right, actually. If we do look at similar patterns, we have seen Danger Moose chasing down Axels in the top lane or bot lane similarly while he is by himself. And so Axel's actually looking for the solo kill here, Exec ultimatum coming down, but him to safety here. He has Zonias available to him. Light Binding coming down. Oh, the hog shot range like we talked about last game, keeping him to safety.
See, it's good that they sent and absorbed that much pressure without losing anything.
Yeah.
But imagine what you could have accomplished if you were doing this on the bot side of the map.
Yeah.
Especially because you have the teleport available. So you could do that and then just make a play when several people, you recall, you teleport to the Baron. Right now, it's just a bit of a mistake, not actually...
Missed opportunities.
Absolutely. And now everybody's back up. There's no pressure. Finally, Camille is at least moving to the bot side. So we've got that going for us, and that should be an opportunity. It'll take Camille a good 30 seconds to get a wave into a position where they can make a play. So right now they're taking the opportunity to call, stock up on vision, and hopefully shove this mid lane in, and then go straight to Baron. That's what I would do in this situation. I think that would probably be the smart call. Alternatively, this Camille could just go steal that blue buff that's been sitting there for a good 2 minutes.
That is an option, but I think they are going to learn on what we said. Maybe they're tuning in on the cast, we never know, but and he's looking for the bot wave now. He's going to push it in. Like we said, having pressure on the bot side is definitely good when he has TP available, and Baron Nashor is up, and you have a 10k gold lead. So
and there's 3 people on the bot side, so they have 5 ways.
They are taking the Baron Nashor, as he said, yep. This is going to get absolutely melted down by Jurt there. And Engage looking down, the Hexagon all the way coming down, the Featherstorm not quite enough. Switch the true damage key of Axel's that almost a one-shot, I have to say.
I'm fairly certain that Zaya was looking at the Baron play instead of looking at the Camille.
For sure, the Granite Quickness coming down, one-shot Danger Miss here, they're looking for more. The Flash from Hahaka, the Quickness Charm, not enough to pick up the Blade Surge coming down. Jurto's looking for an Engage, the Flash collateral damage. There's people out there. Oh, the Forge God is not going to protect as Wumu is dead. Flash from Super Sop. And Stuart not connected, but he has Zonias. I think Jurto's he's going to pick up this kill. Exactly, does he do so? He has Derek's available, and he is tanky as he's tanky.
Wow. So we went from 0 to 100, and it looks like they're just going to close out the game after waiting for 10 minutes to do that play. It looked so simple. They made it look really easy once they actually pulled the trigger.
But they did do it eventually, which is the ultimatum. They did it, and that's what counts. And they won the game because of it. So props to them for doing so.
Aggressively and using your initiation tools. Definitely a team comp well suited for just throwing it out the wall. I'm glad that they finally whipped it out and did what they should have done. Yeah. Well,
MVP talk. Who do we think, Hunter?
I'm gonna have to give it to Chirito on the Irelia. Use the pressure that earned and roamed across the map and impacted the map in a great way. Nothing that Lux could do to respond.
Yeah, for sure. That early game was unmatched. I have to say, it was brilliantly played by Chirito.
Yeah, really well done. So I think that's it for us today. If we want more, where do we find you?
You can find Belkarama on Twitter, /Belkarama. I'm JubyXT. Lightning 5's also every single social media you can possibly imagine of /Lightning 5s or L5s where appropriate. And yeah, I believe we have some more show matches tomorrow. These are going to be NA ones. They start 2 p.m. Eastern time. I believe there's actually 4 games queued up for tomorrow. So until then, that's going to be us from Lightning 5s. Thank you for joining me, Belkarama.
Yeah, thanks for casting.
See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.